Hello students. So for your Project 3 Parody Portrait project, you have 2 pages in your packet. One that looks like this, and then on the back side there's space for making your final parody portrait. So focusing on this top half, we're going to make a drawing with the 3 layers of space. So in the Google Slides, you learned about what a parody is and the 3 layers of space: the foreground, midground, and background. So you're going to draw a landscape using those 3 layers of space. Let me zoom in here a little bit. So I'm going to start with what's in the front first. So I'm going to pretend I'm drawing a campground or a campsite. So here's my tent. I have a fire and I have a tree. So this is my foreground. I want you to label it in your drawing. And you don't have to do what I'm drawing. You can draw whatever you want. Then in the middle ground, I could have a lake. There's someone out on a boat, paddling a canoe or something. This is the middle ground. And then in the background, I'm just gonna have a big mountain, like Mount Hood or something, along with trees. In the back, some clouds and the sun. This is the background. Okay, so that's how you complete this section of the page. Now I'm going to go down to the drawing techniques, the colored pencil drawing techniques. You need to use, if you look on the packet here, you need to use at least 4 different coloring techniques. So that means 4 of these 8. So I have my colored pencils ready to go. For pressure variation, I'm going to apply hard pressure, and then I'm slowly going to release pressure so that gets lighter, and then I'm barely rubbing on the paper. Okay, so that's pressure variation. Layering, I'm going to start with 1 color. I'm not going to fill in the whole square because I want to see the difference when I layer on top. And feel free to pause this video to complete your square as you watch me. So layering, you can see the yellow shining through the orange even though they're on top of each other. Hatching is when you draw lines in one direction. And then if you want to be really fancy, you can add another color for more texture and dimension inside. So that's hatching. Cross hatching, you have lines in one direction still, and you can do this with the same color, but like last time, I'm going to choose to do 2 colors. So cross hatching, lines in one direction, and then you go the opposite way. So it makes crosses or hashtags, cross hatching. Okay, cross hatching. Then for stippling, stippling is basically the use of small marks. Now I'm not jabbing my pencil down on the paper like this because that's going to hurt the tip. I'm just making small, quiet stipple marks, little short marks. And the closer your marks are together, the darker the value or the color, and the farther space they are, the lighter the value or color intensity. So like last time, I'm going to put another color in here too. And I'm going to try my best to fill in the majority of my square. So that's stippling. There, I'll call that good. Next is scumbling. Scumbling is when you use your colored pencil in a circular motion like this, and you just kind of keep going and filling it in. This makes a really fuzzy, hazy kind of texture or bubbly form. And again, I'm going to take another color. I'm not going to do orange, I'm going to do yellow, and go right on top to add more dimension. Okay, blending is the same as pressure variation, but I'm going to use two colors together. So pressing really hard and then releasing the pressure as I move to one side. I'm going to do the same thing but with another color. So I'm going to take the orange, I'm going to apply harder pressure on one side, I'm going to slowly release and have it blend together with the red. So we have like an ombre gradient blend. And then for the last one, Impressionism. The Impressionists were a group of painters that used short brush strokes in their paintings. So if you think of Monet, or if you have seen Claude Monet, or if you have seen Van Gogh's Starry Night, and you think of his sky, that is what I'm thinking of in this square. So I'm going to use blue and violet. And again, you can use any colors you want, but these are the colors that I'm choosing. So short strokes create a lot of movement, and I'm just doing a wavy kind of pattern like that. Okay, so those are the 4 coloring techniques or drawing techniques you need to use when you make your final parody portrait. And in your parody portrait, you're choosing either the Mona Lisa, the Scream, or American Gothic, just like in the Google Slides that you have in your Google Classroom. Have fun!